One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Houston Cougars, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cyclones will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Houston's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They feed him again. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete. Some serious arm strength shown there. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Kick is in the air. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Cyclones offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And the Cyclones are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cyclones line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll toss it to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come a little short of the first down. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get... 7 of the game.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the pressure. And the ball's out there after it.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Takes the handoff. It's Lee. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by a field goal over the Groupers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Houston offense comes onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. he got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Third down play from the gun. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Houston going up tempo. Quick completion to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thurman. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Young. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. He'll keep it himself. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to march in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They have not been able to run it in. Will they try again on 3rd and goal? Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Rigby. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Houston. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continue to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Young. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Houston wants to play fast. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Really nice timing on that play. Receiver working against zone coverage on the perimeter. He's able to settle down, fight back to the football, and pick up the 1st.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hutchison. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got the quick completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Cyclones in the hurry up.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good...
There he goes to the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Trying to get the corner. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to the toss. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Boston. And he will score! Touchdown! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 17 over the Groupers. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense, quick tempo. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Houston going up tempo. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Gets it out fast. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars are rolling down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the ground, it's Sanford. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. Going to sling it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Hutchinson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Rides the back and leaves it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Cougars will hustle to the line. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying the run, it's Williams. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Rides the back on the option to give. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Houston wants to play fast. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And the beatdown has ensued. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Get set, get set.
On 4th down, going to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up. Defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Iowa State sending the offense back out. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Makes the catch. It's Lee. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Young. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Hutchison. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
52, Iowa State, 17.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Roberts. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum.